Hello people of YouTube, it's Deepak here, and welcome to the DCS news for the 11th of November 2023. That was my most recent Viggen tutorial in the series, all about the navigational systems. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit of a beast. I hope you didn't mind watching through all of that. It's quite a complex system, and so I felt like it really needed quite a thorough dealing with, quite a thorough dive into. So, hope you all enjoyed that. I'm going to be continuing with the series next week, and I have some bonus videos to put up as well. I was originally intending the manual fix-taking to be part of that video, but it ended up already being very, very long, so I'm instead going to film a video focused just on fix-taking, both the overfly or visual mode and the radar-based fix-taking mode. So, welcome to the stream, Orleans Junkie, Frantic Stone, Only Napalm, Shendler Hedgewald, Leo Netzel, Paul Dillon, Charts, Tea Kettle Barbecue, John Bloor, Mark Point, Pink Floyd, Tog, and Patrick Sandqvist. Yes, Frantic Stone, that was indeed a loss of navigation. Yeah, that was a big one. I usually try to keep them much shorter. I'm normally aiming for something in the region of 15 to 20 minutes, but that one, it just felt like it needed that kind of thorough deep dive into the system because it is rather complex. Welcome, Griff Nizzle. So yeah, the series on the Viggen will continue. There is still a lot to cover. There is so much that you can do with this aircraft, and it even has some fairly unique applications in the world of DCS with regards to ELINT and reconnaissance, which most other jets in the game don't really have any capabilities around. So there's a lot of cool stuff I can show. I also need to do a bonus video on those text-based Lua file data cartridges as well, because there's some cool stuff you can do with that. So way more cool information on the Viggen coming soon. Tech Gaming 45, welcome. Daniel Lauk, Sean I'm81. Frantic, I'm not knocking the video, I'm just wondering what childhood memories you're replacing with Viggen knowledge. Well, I have lots of childhood memories. I remember being a child. I'm sure I was. At least I feel like I was at one stage. Anyway, moving on. We're here, as always, to take a little look at the DCS news. What is that? For some reason that's ringing a bell. That just dug out a memory. Speaking of memories. Who's it that says he's here, as always? Is that Spudknocker? Yes, it's Spudknocker here, as always. Anyway, it's Deepak here, as always. We're going to take a little look at the DCS news, the ED newsletter for this week. Griff Nizzle, all the times Daddy hugged me, both of them. Sean I'm81, Autogen DTC for the win. Yes, this is something that only the Viggen does, as far as I'm aware. The Viggen's DTC implementation is kind of perfect. It's a shame we don't have more DTC. I said hello from Canada. Oh dear, I'm sorry. You're in pain. I hope it's not too serious. Welcome, Mr. Yeti. John Bloor, as time goes by, he starts seeing Viggens replacing family members in childhood photos. Oh dear. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Dear fighter pilots, partners, and friends, the DCS Mi-24P Hind module is receiving an official set of missions, united by a common plot. We are delighted to inform you that the Mi-24P Revanche campaign, is that how you pronounce that? Revanche? Will be included in the next DCS 2.9 Open Beta update. This is a sister campaign to the original DCS Su-25 Frogfoot campaign, and guaranteed to test your skills in radio, navigation, and weapons deployment. In the lead-up to the highly anticipated DCS F4E Phantom early access by Heatblur Simulations, we have prepared a preview, in fact, of the new AGM-45 Shrike anti-radiation missile, currently in development. Please read the details below. We are pleased to join the Virpil Controls team in celebration of the annual Shadows Trophy Tournament 2023 competition, which has now started. An impressive prize pool is up for grabs, so make sure to get involved in the helicopter racing mayhem. Read the regulations. Speaking of helicopter mayhem, if people look back through my video catalogue on the channel, you'll see that at one time I did helicopter hammer toss. I absolutely think this should be turned into a sport. Check it out if you haven't seen it already, it's a lot of fun. Helicopter hammer toss for the win. Thank you for your passion and support. Yours sincerely, Eagle Dynamics. Alrighty. Griffnizzle, if you start saying welcome back, valued viewers, I'm unsubbing. Yes, I don't know who you could possibly be referring to there. MI24P Hind, new campaign. In the DCS MI24P Hind Revanche campaign, I'm going to keep pronouncing it like that because I've got no idea, you will participate in similar events to the DCS SU-25 campaign of the same name. This time as an army aviation pilot. According to intelligence reports, there is evidence of a Georgian military ground force concentration on the southeastern side of the Inguri River along Kahat Arimi Bashi Reich. They are attempting to create a striking echelon consisting of the second? Surely that's second. MIB and reinforcing units. Enemy radio communication and their number of radio checks has also been increased. In order to withstand the imminent threat to the region, the necessary reinforcements of friendly troops have been undertaken, including the shift of an extra pair of DCS. I don't think DCS would be in the name normally. MI-24P Hind attack helicopters. That's someone doing a find and replace. To the advanced position 2 kilometers west of Achigvara, call sign Scala. The Revanche campaign for the Hind and the brand new 3D pilot model are slated to be included in the next DCS 2.9 open beta update. Stay tuned. Recently, we announced that we have been reviewing new information about the differences between the Mi-24V and Mi-24P swashplate movement limits. After thorough additional checks with our SME, we've got more factual information from the real aircraft. The current implementation still stands correct. As a result of that research, and in the end, we've concluded that currently no changes are needed. Yeah, at one stage they were talking about reducing the limits of the swashplate movement there. Pink Floyd, still no F4 on Steam, Mick Bummer. I believe it is coming soon. Daniel Luke, is there any plans to create the A6 Intruder for DCS? In short, yes. Heatblur are working on it. They first intend to release an AI-only module, but I believe later they do intend to make it flyable. Yep, Tech Gaming 45 actually already said. John Bluer, it's going to be the A7E tram. Oh, A6E tram, John Bluer. Yes, yes indeed. JP Gibbons, welcome to the stream. Yes, anyway. AGM-45 Shrike. This is very interesting. Do we get a screenshot? No, we don't get a screenshot. As many aviation weapons experts know, the first generation of anti-radiation missiles that appeared in the 1960s, such as the AGM-45 Shrike, had interchangeable seekers tuned to different frequency bands. At that time, it was not possible to make one broadband universal seeker, so seekers were mounted on missiles before flight in accordance with the target type it was planning to strike. The Shrike has 10 interchangeable seekers, tuned to different frequency bands that overlap each other. Wider bands are suitable for attacks on a family of similar radars, whereas narrower ones are for hitting specific types of radio-emitting equipment. Sadly, we don't actually get a screenshot that I can zoom into. But the AGM-45 Shrike missiles were widely used in the US Air Force by many tactical aircraft since the Vietnam War. In fact, they were the main ARM of both the multi-role F-4E Phantom aircraft and the specialised F-4G Wild Weasel. In DCS, you will be required to select the seeker from a special weapon settings panel in the mission editor. It's shown here. I've tried to zoom it in, but you really can't make it out, which is unfortunate. Set this to the original size. This is looking really very cool. I'm really excited to try out the Shrike. I think we already had it included with the A4 community mod, if I remember correctly. But this is ED turning their attention to it and modelling it in great detail. Griffnizzle, love how jank the Shrikes are in the A4. Love how less capable they're going to be. Is that weird? Well, we want them to be realistic. You know, we like realism, even if it means a bit of jank. What happens if you look at the Shrike when launching? I don't know what that means, but I don't know. Welcome to the stream, Fair FM. Right, and then we have Shadows Trophy 23, the Verpal Controls competition. The Shadows Trophy Tournament 2023 has started. This year, organisers have increased the number of groups to match all the helicopter modules available in DCS. 6 groups, 6 podiums, 18 winners. This tournament features automated selection of the finalists. Hurry, qualification runs until November the 26th, 2023. And we've got a bunch of prizes here. For first place, you get a Mongoose T50 CM2 grip, a Mongoose 250 CM3 base, the Rotor TCS base, a Char KA50 collective grip, or VPC Hawk 60 collective grip, pilot's choice, or an €800 Virpil Controls website voucher, so you can choose your own stuff. Second place gets the TCS base for VPC Rotor, and the collective grip of your choosing, or €350, or third place gets €100. For all pilots who complete the course at least once during the qualification stage, you get a €5 coupon. That's actually very nice. Please kindly note that this competition requires DCS 2.9 Open Beta. Qualification is open until the 26th of November, and the most experienced pilots will battle on the podium in the finals on the 2nd of December 2023. Good luck, pilots, and see you on the racetrack. Check out the Virpil Controls Tournament page for more information and join the Virpil Discord now. Frantic Stone. If it's like DR, who you turn to stone if you see it launching? Okay. Fair FM. I wonder if the 45 head seeker will be selectable through the rearm panel. I would imagine so. Yes. The reason being that you can currently select things like the fusing options for the bombs that already have that selectable. Via little click links in the rearm and refuel panel. So I would assume they would have to do the same thing with this. Sim Racer, I tell you, Deepak, you're farting sparks. I don't know what that means either. People keep saying things to me that I don't understand, but I'm going to take it as a compliment and I'm going to thank you. Because I've got no idea. Okay, further updates. We have this little update here on the Syria map. This comes from Maestro on the ED forums. Hi fighters, today we will look at optimization. The team is working on improvements to the map, but the more detail and uniqueness we add, the more effort it takes to optimize. Hard work has been done on all areas of the map, models have been optimized, textures have been reassembled, vector data rendering on clip maps has been updated. All this has had a positive effect. We conducted tests on 2 systems. When flying over a city, the FPS increased by an incredible 20%. And on a system with the NVIDIA 2080 Ti, the average FPS was at 85. Now it confidently remains around 110. When flying over a forest, FPS increased from 5% to 20% compared with the previous build. FPS was always above 105% on the 2080 Ti. So, this is pretty good, but one does not simply release an update with optimization. We've added 4 airfields: Amman Civil Airport, Herzliya Airport, King Abdullah II Air Base, and Prince Hussein Air Base. This will increase your flight geography and diversify your missions, explore new airfields, and get ready for takeoff. Woohoo! That sounds like fun. And we've got some pictures to go with it. I guess these are images of the new airfields right here. Oh, people are clicking the button. Yes, good to click buttons. These are looking pretty good. The Syria map is my favourite so far. I need to do some more flying on the Sinai map, because it also seems to be very, very cool. But yeah, I do most of my flying on the Sinai map. The current tutorial series for the Viggen has all been filmed on Cyprus, in fact, on the Sinai map. Sinai map? Syria map. Getting mixed up. These are looking pretty swanky. Level of detail on the buildings here looking very good indeed. Sinai also has extremely detailed buildings. What I do need to do is some more flying on the South Atlantic map, actually. That's also a good one. So, that was a post by Maestro on the ED forums. Tech Gaming 45, epic Flight of the Intruder references. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, thank you very much, Frantic Stone. Just gifted 5 Deepak memberships. 5 people will have the ability to join Deepak's ground crew for a month. That's very, very exciting. Thank you very much. And oh, they're getting swiped up already, and it looks like they're all gone. Thank you very much, Frantic Stone. That's extremely kind of you. JP Gibbons, love lobbing Shrikes from the A4E mod. Fun and wonky. Yes, we need to do some more A4 flying. It's very, very good. Hello, Deck Gaming 45. Bomber pilots make dirty. Oh dear, oh dear. I see. Anyway, moving on, we have an article from Stormbirds. Always check out stormbirds.blog for your DCS news needs. They're very good indeed. Stormbirds has an article here about Cola, Normandy 2 and Sinai map updates for DCS. 3 developer updates have come out in recent days that warrant some attention, with Orbex, Ugra Media, Onray Tech all showing off their latest work on their respective projects. Let's have a look at the latest scenery news for DCS World. Now, in the case of the Cola map updates, we actually covered this last week. I already had this one in the previous week's show. Welcome to the stream, Mark S. So yeah, I'll flip through these very quickly, but we did look at these last week. You know, these look really, really good. This is Orbex after all, so you know what more do we expect other than absolute perfection? These runway surfaces, in particular in the trees, are just looking absolutely fantastic. This is going to be a joy, and as a bunch of people said on my Viggen tutorial there, this is going to be absolutely perfect for flying the Viggen, because we are going to have a chunk of Sweden that we can fly around in. Very, very nice. Yes, Mr. Yeti, honestly can't wait for Kola. Nice. Really, really nice. So yes, we'll skip over that one because we did cover it, but we have an update for Normandy 2 as well. 2 new videos have surfaced from Ugra Media and their associated flight school YouTube channel, showing off some flying in and around the areas around Biggin Hill and Saint Omer. The usual extreme level of detail that we've seen from Ugra Media and their Syria map, and on the rest of Normandy 2 is on display here, with both airfields very much looking the part of their World War II era real-world counterparts. So, these are pretty cool videos showing up here. I wonder if we can actually show these without audio so that I don't get myself in trouble. So, here we go. What aircraft is this? Is this a P-45? Sorry, P-51? I can't really tell. Now let's get in the air and see what's going on here. Very pretty. Very pretty indeed. I wonder if there is music on this. Not. Okay, so potentially I can play the music. The audio, sorry. P-51, thank you very much. Welcome back, Tog. We finished the newsletter and we're just taking a look at a bunch of updates from map developers. I don't really fly the World War II stuff, hence my total lack of knowledge in identifying them. Yeah, this is very nice. The graphics in DCS since 2.9 are just really fantastic. A lot of new effects, the shadows are looking great. It's very, very cool. Shame about the multiplayer netcode. It's sadly suffered quite a lot. I don't know what chat have been finding, but in the VAF we found that our bigger missions that we fly regularly are basically unplayable right now. Daniel Lauk, if the Viggen is complicated to learn, imagine the Draken. The Draken probably has fewer systems, that's for sure. So that's one of the airfields there, and then we also have another one, Saint Omer. Something German, oh my. I like the flare gun embedded in the cockpit of this one. That's pretty cool. Pink Floyd, do you still not have Normandy 2? Yes, I don't have the original. I don't have Normandy 2. I didn't have the channel map. I don't have any of the World War II maps. But yes, it would be a lot of fun. This looks very, very nice indeed. But you know, these are the guys who did the Syria map, and the Syria map is fantastic. So, not surprising, I guess, but the result, you know, the visuals here are just absolutely fantastic. Very, very tasty. Yeah, Orleans Junkie, a lot of desync as of late. Yeah, it's almost unplayable. John Bloor, Grey Flag servers have taken a huge hit. Yeah, they're very complex missions as well. What we've experienced in the VAF is that there seems to be some kind of a memory leak. We were flying a fairly normal mission, and memory usage ended up all the way up at about 30 gigabytes. And then it was just unplayable. So it's pretty bad. ED know about it, and I know that they're working on it. Griff Nizzle, fake, didn't collapse a gear during takeoff in the K4 challenge. Impossible. Onray Tech's Sinai update. Meanwhile, the folks at Onray Tech have offered up a full developer diary-style update of their plans for DCS Sinai. The team is reportedly following along on their published roadmap, with 2 phases already complete and 2 additional phases under development. Additional details, airports, and unique scenery elements are all planned. The team have added more unique objects and details to cities including Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Cairo, and Alexandria. Air bases are also getting more unique items, including emergency arresting gear, which is shown off in one of the screenshots. There's work ongoing with the night lighting on each of these cities as well. Landscape details are also being done, and the work in progress screenshots show off what they've been up to. There are over a dozen screenshots and some detailed information on what Onray Tech are doing with DCS Sinai right over here. And he provides a link. Let's take a little peek at these in the meantime. Nice screenshots for Sinai. That's a very cool coastline. Looking very fancy. There's the arresting gear. I wonder if it'll actually work. This is the kind of thing that's designed to work with the hook that the F-16 has. That's what the purpose of these is. Got some unique buildings here. Very nice indeed. Night lighting at what looks like some kind of chemical factory. And cityscape with night lighting. Some more buildings. Some more coastline. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, doing great work here. This looks very fancy. Very fancy indeed. And we have another article from Stormbirds. Flying Iron simulations provide lengthy DCS A-7 Corsair II update. This model is looking very nice. Just look at this. And if I'm not mistaken, we've got Shrikes on here, and then some kind of general purpose bombs. Flying Iron simulations didn't make update posts all that often, but when they do, there's usually a heap of information and discussion about what they're working on. This is very true today with the latest update from the team on the status of their first DCS World project, the DCS A-7 Corsair II. Let's summarise. We've got a bunch of screenshots here. I'll come back to these in just a moment. We've got a big update from Flying Iron. I'm going to do my best to summarise some of the key points. The first bit of big news is that the team have hired a new artist to help them with the project, and that has led them to completely rework the 3D model of the A7. They've done it a few times now, but this time it looks like it will stick. Here's what they had to say about the effort. Ultimately, though, we believe that this was the best decision going forward for the team, the module, and for the consumer. Our previous model was excellent. However, any model built from blueprints and photos is prone to inaccuracies, as minor as they may be. The new model on display in several screenshots throughout the update is even more accurate than their previous effort, thanks to photogrammetry scanning with a real-world A7. The texture on display is not the final product, but instead based on the scans that they captured earlier this year. From what I can gather, this will provide an excellent base for all of their work. The update then turns to flight model and systems. The team have been busy refining their modelling of the airplane, making use of more sophisticated and detailed computational fluid dynamics calculations combined with flight test data. All of that data together helps to create a realistic feeling airplane that is accurate in flying and in feeling throughout and beyond its envelope. Key for combat flight sim aircraft. Their modelling of the A7's control augmentation system is reportedly complete and awaiting testing. Griff Nizzle, I wish Sinai was more popular, to be fair. Had it for a while, but pop was doo-doo. The airfield on Falklands map has this, but it doesn't work. Oh, the cables, yeah. Griff Nizzle, I kind of get why Syria being a thing, but it's really a great map. John Blur, they are indeed harms. The A-7E was one of the first that carried them in the mid-80s. Wow, that's really cool. Very, very cool. Eagle Wings, hello, welcome to the stream. Mr. Yeti, so if P as in P51 stands for pursuit, B as in B17 stands for boo. Boo? Okay. Fair FM, A7 will be a good Cold War module. Orleans Junkie, a lot of people will truly learn how hard it can be to fly with the A7. Oh dear. Yep, A for attack, that's correct. There's a lot of technical discussion there, so if you want to read more about how they're doing their modelling, go and have a read. Flying Iron Simulations also report that their work on the mechanical systems is going well too. All of the hydraulics, fuel systems, gear and flaps need to be correctly modelled, and they talk about how the speed brake, hydraulically operated, can suffer from droop and partial opening if the pressure systems fail. So, as a simple example, the speed brake is hydraulically operated, but not immune to the intense forces of high-speed flight. It will be buffeted and pushed back partially, retracted by strong enough airflow. It is prone to drooping and partially opening should the PC2 hydraulic pressure fail. There's even a lengthy discussion on how the ground handling, nose wheel steering and braking systems all come into play. They have successfully launched the DCS A-7 off a carrier too, which is surely an exciting moment for the team. Finally, they mention work done on the tactical computer and how all of the aircraft sensors feed data into the computer to make everything work. The Corsair II is a fascinating transitional aircraft, having its genesis in the analog world, but bringing with it first-generation HUD and digital computer-assisted functions as well. The age-old question in flight sim circles comes up at the end: when will it be done? When can we fly it? Flying Iron Simulations aren't sure, but they are expecting to move into their next big phase of development, Phase 4, early in 2024, with full testing of the module occurring sometime during the year. I wish them all of the luck in making their project into a truly great DCS World product. So that was article from Stormbirds. Now let's take a little look at these images. For some reason they're blurring the cockpit. I guess they're not ready to show that to us just yet. But just look at this. That is a very, very distressed looking airframe. They said that the textures on this particular model are almost certainly not final, and they came from a particular aircraft that they scanned. So yeah, this one's been in the sun, it would seem. Launching some stuff at the ground, very cool. Very, very nice modelling indeed here. Liking the look of this. Launching what looks like a Sidewinder there, off of the cheek rails that this aircraft has. Frontal view showing off the 6 hard points on the wings and the 2 on the fuselage. You can see here, folding probe for refueling. And then we've got some untextured modelling images. Oh, in good view of the internal gun there as well. Very nice. Look at that loadout. That's pretty ridiculous. Here we've got 6 clusters, what looks like 12... Yeah, 12 general purpose. No, actually, these are retarded bombs, and 2 harms. That is a ridiculous loadout for such a small aircraft. Very silly indeed. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Looking exceptionally cool. Eagle Wings, there was some recent news of interesting optimizations coming to the Syria map. Yes, indeed. That was actually a little bit earlier in the stream. I've covered that one. Tog, it's only half-baked, Deepak. Fair enough. So yes, some absolutely fantastic screenshots here from Flying Iron. This is looking like a nice aircraft. I wasn't actually that interested in this earlier on, but looking at their progress and how detailed the modelling is going to be, I'm actually getting a bit more interested. I wonder if do they have on their website that that board telling us all about how their progress is, because they had a really good board. Wow, there's more. There's more pictures and a lot more detail here. This is very, very cool. Absolutely massive blog post here on the flyingironsimulations.com website. So I can recommend taking a peek at this. This looks very cool indeed. But yeah, I feel like they had like a board showing the development work. Don't know where that is right now. I'll take just a moment to see if I can find it, learn more, and if I can, we'll take a peek at it. Otherwise, we'll skip it. Yep, no idea. Okay, fair enough. That can be for another day. So that was a quick update on the A-7. TOG, the A-10 of Vietnam. John Bloor, some minor news. The guy making the OH6 mod managed to create a working AI door gunner. He has some videos up. Ooh, that's very exciting. Door gunner, you say? Very, very cool. Chilean, wish they had the F4U Crusader. Love that tilt wing. Yes, that one is actually coming. That's coming a little bit later. Yes, Magnitude 3 working on it. Yes, in the near future. That is correct. That's the information that we have. So that is, in fact, all of the news that I had for this week. I'm going to take this opportunity, as always, to pimp the VAF, as I often do. The VAF, or the Virtual Air Force, is a virtual online squadron originally started by myself and dotChuckles many, many moons ago. We're always recruiting, always looking for more pilots, admins, squadron leaders, mission makers, radio operators, scripters, livery makers. Everybody is very, very much welcome. And we're doing sessions every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 PM UK time. You can join our Discord. You'll see the link in the show notes below. Everybody is welcome to join there, whether you fly with us or not. We currently have 2 generic squadrons, one which does fixed wing of various types and one that does rotary wing of various types. And then we have our dedicated squadrons for the Harrier, the F-15, the F-16 and the F-18, if you would like to join one of those. Again, everyone is very, very welcome. Please come and join us. It's a great laugh. We provide kind of one-on-one training with instructors and squadron leaders. We do type ratings and we do additional qualifications. We're currently splitting our sessions between training on Tuesdays and missions on Thursdays. As I said, 8 PM UK time, join the Discord. So, as I said, that's basically all the news that we have for this week. I've been Deepak. I do a new tutorial video every Saturday at 6:30 PM UK time. Currently, I'm doing a series on the Viggen. Today, the video was all about the navigational systems of the Viggen. It's an absolute beast. Check it out if you have time. It's about half an hour of tutorial content. I have additional bonus videos coming for the Viggen, all about fix taking and making your own data cartridges. And next week, what will I take next? I guess the next topic for a full tutorial is probably some kind of weapons employment. So, suggestions always welcome. Hit me up if you have an idea about something you'd like me to cover. Otherwise, I'll do whatever I feel like doing, which will probably be starting with the simple stuff. I'll probably come out with rockets or gun, something like that. Griff Nizzle, you can also join and lurk for dotChuck shitposts. Truly a joy. Pink Floyd, thank you for the show. John Bloor, cheers, dude. Everyone hit that like button. Yes, please. That'd be fantastic. Thank you. So yeah, as I said, I've been Deepak. I always do a tutorial, and that's then always followed by the DCS news, which just happens to be this thing, what you're watching right now. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and comment. It's a really big help to me and to the channel. We're on our way up to that 10K subscribers. Thank you so much, everybody. Your support is absolutely amazing. If you'd like to further support the channel, you have the option of joining Deepak's ground crew for a small monthly fee by clicking the join button below. We have some small benefits in that you get to join my Discord server where you can hang out with me. We do a monthly flight together as well, which is a bit of fun, and just the joy of knowing that you're supporting me in creating this tutorial content and doing the DCS news. Big shout out to those of you who are already members of Deepak's ground crew. Thank you very much, Harish Rajan, Byron Farrow, Storm Kambari, Channel Right, Mangash, J.R. Walker, Chandler Hedgevald, Griff Nizzle, Mr. Yeti, Bread, Tier Zero, Tiger Moto, Sean IM81, Charts, John Blur, Frantic Stone, Mr. Craptacular, Alex, Tea Kettle Barbecue, Nero, Sandbox Code, Tog, Shmoo, Plucky Underdog, Isaid Pierre, Sebastian Romano, and Pink Floyd. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Fly safe, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta.